This is the finale concert of our season, and I just want to give you just a few of the highlights of this year's season. Annis Bay this year hosted the Bremerton Symphony's first ever performance in Mason County to a nearly sold out audience at Shelton High School Performing Arts Center, last November. We saw broader musical opportunities for children at 7 different school communities here through our Children's Voices program, which included children at Bordeaux, Evergreen, Mountain View, Olympic Middle School, Pioneer, Grapeview, and several dozen homeschool children, all of whom got to perform their very first masterwork, and a very challenging one at that. I kind of overprogrammed, with a full concert, with a full chamber orchestra, and the adult chorale. And if you haven't heard any of that, please go to the Annis Bay website, go to What We Do, look at our children's voices in that section, and there's an 8-minute best of clips of that concert, and really, you'll thank yourself. It's just, you got to see what our kids did. It's really an amazing thing. We had thousands of audience members who came to this year's season. On average, local audience members spend an additional $27 in retail, lodging, and dining when they come to a show. So that really equates to quite a bit of a boost for our community, and we do look at building the community economically as well as culturally. Thank you. And then there were, of course, our annual Messiah performances, which this year, there's a saying when you're a choral director: be careful when you do the Messiah. If you do it really well, you'll be stuck doing it year after year after year. And here that's been actually a real blessing. So in our 3rd year of doing it, however, the YouTube clips of that performance has gotten this choir invited to be the anchor choir at the Lincoln Center's annual performance of Messiah this year in New York City. That's right, Mason County will be anchoring this year's Messiah at Avery Fisher Hall. We have 78 singers that are signed up to go on the trip. 78 singers. We have another crew of nearly 20 people who are coming to support us when we do this. It'll be Thanksgiving weekend, and then we come back fresh from our Avery Fisher Hall debut to do Messiah here in our community, December 7th, 8th, and 9th, I believe are the dates. So if you're not on Annis Bay's email list, please go to annisbay.org and sign up for our email list and get to know us a little bit. I have one other big thank you that I want to say just a little bit about and then sing about. The choir hasn't heard this. And Jared, can we do it like this on the other sides of the stage? Okay. And that's to all of the Annis Bay choristers, only a handful of which are actually performing tonight. We have about 160 members of the Annis Bay Chorale, of which in any given term 50 or 60 are active. But all of those people make what we do possible and make the opportunities that I am personally seeing as the guy who flaps his arm at you possible. And it's an enormous amount of work and commitment. This fun stuff is not a lot of what we do. It's mostly classical all the time, and they just knock it out of the park. And again, if you haven't been on our website and seen any of our clips, please do that. But choir, I don't think I've ever sung a song for you. This is a different version of Hallelujah. I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble art. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a time you let me know what's really going on below, but no, you've never shown it to me, do you? And I remember when I moved, the holy dark was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, maybe there's a God above, and all I ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew you. And it's not a cry